Hey, how's it going? John Dorsey with JohnD.net. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin and not so much about what it is, but what I think the potential is, where I think it's going, where the future lies. Bitcoin's been around since about 2009, when it was basically worth nothing, worth zero, or hundredths of a cent. And I think around 2011 it was worth about $1 per coin. Today, as of this video, in 2017, the end of November 2017, Bitcoin hit about 9,200 per coin, $9,200 per Bitcoin. So to put that in perspective, I mean, if you bought one Bitcoin for $1 back in 2009 and held on to it, it'd be worth $9,200 today. So imagine if you bought multiples of that back then. You'd be sitting pretty nice right now. But very few people actually was able to take advantage of that, or took advantage of that, because it was a new technology. A lot of people didn't understand what it was. A lot of people didn't know about it, or they didn't understand what it was, and with that, they didn't see the future. Now, who would have thought that Bitcoin would be worth this much now? I mean, I first heard of Bitcoin, or became aware of Bitcoin, when it was around $10 per coin. But yet I put it off, because I was like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about it. It probably doesn't have any potential. It probably won't last. And this is without doing any research into what it really was, the technology behind it. I didn't really get interested in Bitcoin till it hit about $1,000 per coin the first time, because it hit that $1,000 ceiling and went back down for about a year, 2 years. It was in decline, went down to about 200, and it's been going up ever since. So with that being said, people tend to form judgments about things without really understanding or knowing what that thing is that they're making a judgment about. And that ends up costing you and others and myself a lot of money, a lot of just end up costing us. It's not necessarily the decisions we make. It's not necessarily the decisions we make and end up losing on that costs us money and time. Lots of time it's the decisions we don't make that ends up costing us the most. Whether the decision is to do something or not do something. So I think it's important that moving forward, that despite our preconceived notions about something, that we should really look into whatever that thing is beforehand, before forming a judgment. Making a judgment offhand just because you don't understand something can end up costing you. And in this case, that decision about Bitcoin cost me millions of dollars, potentially. But who knew? You don't know. I mean, just like you got other coins like Litecoin and Ethereum that's still reasonably low, but will that hit $1,000? Will that hit $2,000? Will that hit $5,000, $9,000? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it will. So all you can really do is just get as much information about it as you can, and then form a judgment. Tread softly, but carry a big stick. That saying. You want to, go, like what I do. I don't put all my eggs into one basket. I'm not 100% in Bitcoin, 100% in Ethereum, 100% in Litecoin, 100% in Forex, 100% in internet marketing, 100%. I'm not 100% in any one thing. You know, I'm diversified between all those different things, which kind of keeps me from, you know, kind of keeps me from losing it all just because of one thing. You know, like when I went to the Millionaire Mind Intensive, they emphasized about how your financial table having multiple legs. You know, a table built with one leg is almost guaranteed to fall. So if you're building your business, if you're building your finances on one leg, the failure of your financial life, your finances failing are almost guaranteed. If you build it on two legs, sure, that's a little bit more stable, but it's only a matter of time before that falls over. 3 legs, you're getting a little bit more stable. 4 legs, you're more stable. You know, it's even harder for you to fail. And then, of course, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you add these multiple legs to your financial table, your finances become more stable. If one leg fails, you're still secure and up and standing upright because you got all these other legs holding you up. Like most people rely on their one job to meet all their financial needs. And yeah, that works to a certain extent, but all it takes is one big thing and it could mess you up pretty bad. You know, I'm not, because yeah, you can have a job, but yet still, you know, you can have one income stream, like your job is providing you that one source of income. But are you taking that income and putting it into some kind of savings, putting something to the side? That's a form of building other legs for your finances. So if something was to happen major, you'll have this other stash of money to help cover that expense or whatever it is, instead of relying 100% on your paycheck every time. You know, which is the problem I had many years ago was you know, I relied 100% on my paycheck, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, and all it took was me having to get something in my car fixed, or you know, something that was hundreds of dollars I needed to pay right away that would pretty much set me back. You know, it's either make my car payment or get this thing fixed on the car. You know, I didn't have the money back then to do both. So that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video is, you know, before you make a judgment about something, especially from a business or financial perspective, get as much information as you can about that thing before you right offhand reject it or push it to the side or not be interested in it. You know, it could be a business opportunity, a marketing system, a way to market. It could be an investment. You know, it could be different things, but you know, get as much information you can about it before you decide that it's not for you, instead of dismissing it offhand. And then on top of that, make sure you're diversified to have at least 4 streams of income or 4 secure legs to your financial table. You know, whether it's a savings account, which is a complete joke, but a savings account, you know, some kind of savings, and various other sources of income. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you got some value out of it, like it, share it. If you would like to see what I'm involved in, connect with me. Click the link below this video. You can also connect with me on FutureNet. Otherwise, I'll talk to you again soon.